So back with another video on the Jazz Modic, don't know. And we're going to be putting it back in the case, which I've cleaned. I gave this face a bit of a wipe as well, but I didn't want to go too far because, you know, it would probably get worn out. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to straighten out these tabs, because I have a hunch that they're not supposed to be bent. And you might say, oh, well, how is the face going to stay on? And that is, usually, they just do by the case being together. And you don't usually see tabs that are bent on a face like this. But I'm going by Westclock's observations here, and I don't know if this company in particular decided to bend their tabs, but I'm just going to go with what I've seen, and I think it's better if you don't bend the tabs because they'll break off, and that is no longer going to stay on. So I think it's better to first... I don't see any real reason about the order of this, to be honest. Also forgot that clip. This goes on there, doesn't it? Better forgetting it now than when I put it back together. There we go. So I may as well put the dust cover on before I touch the face, because then I can handle it without getting my fingers on the balance wheel and everything. Seems about right. Remember this thick one went in the bottom right. I don't know what that's for. I think it must have been replaced at some point. But I'll do what they did, because, you know, why not? Tighten these up properly in a second. There we go. Have I missed anything out? I don't think I have. So this is what it looks like inside the dust cover. I think it's a dust cover. And I'll get this on. Right, that's in and on. So we'll start with the alarm hand. And it's a good idea to wash your hands before touching the dials, because otherwise they get oily. Let's rinse them in water now. I don't intend on touching the dial anyway. So I'll do the old trick. Oh, look at that. Alright, 8. It's a nice looking... Oh no, why is there water on there? Quick, mop it up. I don't know how that got there. Maybe it's better to not rinse your hands. Stuff like this will happen. Alright, we're safe. It's good. Don't want any bulging, damp dials. Alright. As you're watching, you probably saw that drip go on there. Just realised that. Okay, so I'll set the alarm to, I think, 12 o'clock. Then we can line up all the hands. Hopefully it will do something. Yep, I heard it click. Now, just to test, I'll wind the alarm up a bit, which will probably release the top button. Okay, and I'll set the alarm to 3. And hopefully it will go off at 3, exactly. There we go. And by holding this knob at the back and turning the hand, it doesn't actually move the arbor around, as you can probably tell. Oops, didn't mean to do that. So that's the face back on with the hands. Now all that's left is to put it back in the case. Yeah. So I'll get the bezel. No, it's not the bezel, is it? It's the dial glass spacer. And I'll get the glass, which I have cleaned a little bit. Just clean it on my shirt. And I'll get the front of the case, which I've cleaned to some extent. And that sort of goes on there. It's quite sort of weak brass, so it does bend around a bit. This is quite useful in getting it on. Oh, dear. And also that happens. Should probably start with the top. Yeah, that's better. Right. Oh dear. We've got a misalignment. Probably have to start that again. I'm not gluing the glass on. I can think of someone who would. Okay, I've got it. Push. Right, get this perfectly aligned. Well, not perfectly, but as best as I can get it. And then we can get that little screw at the bottom. You can probably see there's a... no, you can't. Okay. And is that lined up? That looks pretty central, I think, doesn't it? Yeah, that's not going anywhere. Well, not going anywhere I don't want it to go anyway. Yeah, okay, we're good with that. Let's tighten this up a bit more. And that looks a bit weird, doesn't it? Get this, that's not it. Get this button on. So just push the bow back a bit, as that's called. I think bow applies to these as well. I don't know if it's just pocket watches. With my limited pocket watch terminology. Actually, I think it's not quite aligned. Oh no, it is. Okay. Never mind. Okay. Now for the final part. Well, not quite the final part, but one of the final parts of the main clock. The bell. So this, ooh, that's a horrible noise. Slip that thing over there. Weird looking bum shaped foot. And I will put these screws in. Find them all. Wow, I can actually find them all. I'm impressed. I'll get this hand setting knob on. That works. Get the alarm setting knob on. For some reason this still feels pretty sticky to the touch. I don't know why that is. I did clean it. Maybe it's the nature of the paint. I don't know. I think this should be quite stiff because it's not going to move any more of the way, but I'm hoping that it's actually supposed to be this stiff. But I don't know, I don't want to force it because I might bend something. And finally, the winding keys. That's one. Don't wind it up too tight, I tell myself. And this should probably ring. Let's see what it sounds like, or hear what it sounds like. That is incredibly loud. Okay, well that is it. The next stage of this will be to test it for timekeeping, and which is of course adjustable by this thing at the back, so I'll set it to the middle. If it's perfect on the middle, that means it's perfectly perfect. But if in doubt, you can always move the pin if the hairspring back and forth a little bit, stuff like that. But hopefully, we should have a really good French alarm clock to add to the few French alarm clocks. And to celebrate having another French alarm clock to the collection, I will bring out all the French alarm clocks. And here we have it, all 5. I think I've counted them all. We've got Bayard Sonfort on the left, which is probably going to go off if I let it tick. We've got the new Jazz Modique, red one. We've got the Mysterious, I think it's a Dep, but I still haven't confirmed that yet. Bayard Bijou in the back there, cream coloured. Oh, that's all going to fall over now. And our 1066 Bayard probably as well. So, may as well show you the backs. There we go, and for compactness we can squish these keys like that. I don't know what the purpose of that is because this knob sticks out more anyway, but I don't know. May as well take advantage of that feature. So, thanks for watching. Another series complete, and hopefully this will keep running for a long time.